Alright. This video is what you've been waiting for. It's going to be a long one, so I've time-stamped it so you can easily find the content that you're after. So a couple of days ago, Immigration New Zealand published the full details of the new 2021 resident visa category, also known as the one-off residence visa. And they've also released their policy wording to immigration lawyers and advisors, which came through by email. That looks like this. Without further ado, let's dive right in. Oh, actually, before we dive in, we've been getting a lot of questions about our fees, so we are going to answer that question right at the end of this video. And we are running, for a limited time, a promotion for the month of November. So if you'd like to grab that opportunity, please stick around to the end to find out more. Oh, and just one more, if you have any questions, please put them in the comment section below. I'll round them up and answer them in a separate Q&A video and post it on my YouTube channel later. Right, okay, so let's go over the basics first. You know that there are two basic requirements that must be met. First, on 29th of September 2021, you must have been in New Zealand. And second, on that day, you must have held one of the eligible visas or had lodged an application for an eligible visa that was later granted. Both of these two basic requirements must be met. For your convenience, the list of eligible visas are as follows. And for those of you who have been excluded, I'm sorry to inform you that the government has decided not to expand the list to include the student visa holders or partnership-based work visa holders. Next, we've got the additional requirements. There are three components named settled, skilled, and scarce, and you only have to satisfy one of them. First, to show settled, your first entry date to New Zealand must have been on or before 29th of September 2018, and you must have resided in New Zealand for at least 821 days between 29th of September 2018 to 29th of September 2021. Now, the 821 days don't have to have been consecutive. You could have flew in and out of the country as long as the dates add up to 821 days or more during that specific time period. Second, to show skilled, on 29th of September 2021, you must have been in full-time employment and paid at or above $27 per hour. Full-time employment is considered to be, on average, 30 hours per week over an agreed pay period. Third, to show scarce, on 29th of September 2021, you must have been in full-time employment and were employed in one of the occupations listed in Appendix 11. Now, this list is pages and pages long, so I've left a link down below where you can download the PDF file. It covers a vast array of occupations, and those of you working in the kitchen, for example, chefs, cooks, and even food trade assistants, like chef's assistants, are included, so please do check it out so you don't miss out. Okay, let's recap. To be eligible for the 2021 resident visa, the two basic requirements must both be satisfied, and at least one of the additional requirements must be met. Also, you must remember, on 29th of September 2021, and at the time of the lodgement of the application, and until the application is completed, you need to be holding one of the eligible visas and continue to meet at least one of the additional requirements. Now let's go over some of the new things that were in the announcement the other day. If your child is 25 years or above, what happens? If your child was included in your SMC or RFW residence application, or in the SMC EOI that was lodged on or before 29th of September 2021 and has since aged out while waiting, then they will be eligible to apply under this new category as well. Other usual requirements will still apply though, except for age, which means they have to be single, have no children of their own, and totally or substantially dependent for financial support. And even if your child is offshore, they will be able to apply. In relation to partners, again, even if the partner is currently offshore, they can be included, as long as you'll be able to prove that you've lived together in a genuine and stable relationship for more than 12 months. Those who have been split up due to border closure, while immigration has said that they will take a pragmatic approach, it might take quite a bit of effort in proving how you maintain the relationship while living apart. In relation to health, if at the time of application your last provided medicals are not older than 36 months, you don't need to provide new medicals, but if they've expired, you would need to provide a limited medical plus a chest x-ray. During the course of application, immigration has the ability to ask for more medical information if they feel it's necessary. In relation to character, you're not required to provide police certificates from offshore, and immigration will undertake New Zealand police checks for all applicants aged 17 years or older. Okay, now let's take a look at the more procedural side of things. You'll be able to apply either in the first phase or in the second phase. The first phase will open on 1st of December 2021, and the second phase will open on 1st of March 2022. Those who can apply in the first phase include those who lodged their SMC or RFW applications or SMC EOI with dependent children who is 17 years or older on or before 29th of September 2021. Those who fall outside of that are all required to lodge in the second phase. Please note that if you try to cut the queue by lodging in the first phase, even though you should apply in the second phase, you will be declined straight away, so please don't do that. And this 2021 resident visa category will accept applications up to 31st of July 2022. When the resident visa is approved, you will be given a normal resident visa without any conditions attached. And from there, you will be able to transition to a permanent resident visa after 2 years. The application fee for this 2021 resident visa is $2,160. Those who have lodged an SMC EOI or have lodged an RFW application will need to pay the shortfall. And as for those who lodged an SMC application, since the application fee you've paid is higher than $2,160, you will be given a refund for the amount paid in excess. They haven't yet worked out the refund process, so that is still to be seen. And you won't need to pay an application fee when you lodge the 2021 resident visa application. Apparently, they will let you know when it has been approved in principle, and at that point, you will decide whether to withdraw the other application and apply the credit. They reckon it's going to take about 12 months to process your application, but a lot of people are still wondering whether it would be possible, given that they have to give out up to 165,000 residence visas. They did mention previously in a webinar that they believe about 80% of the cases will be completed in 12 months, so I suppose it might take more than 12 months for about 33,000 people. They haven't officially said anything about auto-extending work visas, so I would say that you should still ensure that there is sufficient time left on your visa and apply for a further visa if need be. Like I said earlier, you will need to hold an eligible visa at the time of application and until it is decided. For example, if you're in the second phase, you might need to secure a visa up until March 2023 at least, given that they've indicated that it might take around 12 months to assess your application. Also, the accredited employer work visa will kick in from July next year. And as more and more migrants become residents from this 2021 resident visa category, satisfying labour market test requirements might get tougher. So if your visa is going to expire in the next 12 months, I would strongly recommend you to apply for a new one as soon as possible. Okay, so this is about our fees and our November promotion. We gave it a lot of thought about it and decided to structure it depending on things like the number of family members, whether you're applying on the basis of a job, and etc. For the main applicant, we will charge a base fee of $750 plus GST if you're applying on the basis of settled. And if you're applying on the basis of skilled or scarce, we will add $750 plus GST. If you apply on the basis of your job, there are more things that we need to check, which is why we decided to charge the additional amount. If a partner is included, we add $1,000 plus GST. For partners, you would need to prove at least 12 months of living together in a genuine and stable relationship, which often requires a lot of supporting documents to check and compile. For dependent children under 21 years of age, we add $200 plus GST. And for dependent children at or above 21 years of age, we add $1,000 plus GST. For dependent children at 21 years or more, we have to provide additional support documents to prove financial dependency, which is why we're charging the extra amount. The above indication does not include disbursements, such as immigration application fee, translation cost, office expenses, and so on. And if issues arise in relation to your health, character, employment, etc., and if we have to put in a detailed submission and response, or any other complex or out of the ordinary situations requiring us to spend more time than usual, that could be an additional charge. And for the month of November, for those of you who sign up with us, we will apply a 10% discount to our fees. So if you're interested, please fill out the form which I'll link down below. Okay, so that's it. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.